You see, the truth is Canada is failing right now. Like literally, it is failing. You can't go in the comments and say,
Kevin, Canada is not failing. It's actually one of the best countries in the world to live in.
yeah, sure, it's one of the best countries to live in. Okay, buddy. Let me explain to you quickly what is actually going on, because people don't actually realize it, but in 2024, Canada's business ecosystem is essentially as bad as it was during the peak of COVID, when business was terrible because you couldn't do business. There was quarantine, all this stuff, right? Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So look at this chart right here. This is the Business Confidence Index in Canada from January 2020 to July 2023. Okay, I know we're in 2024, but just to show you how bad this has gotten, okay? In 2020, we were down bad because of COVID. Obviously, after that, it recovered, but now we are in a downtrend again. Now, what does this chart mean? This shows the confidence in business owners that the money that they invest into their business will bring them more money back, or that they have a very optimistic view on the business ecosystem, meaning that they'll be able to make money, provide jobs, pay a lot of money in taxes. And the confidence is very low because they don't think they are positioned to do well anymore. I mean, why should businesses even have any confidence? And I mean, we're seeing it. Business shutting down, people losing their jobs, companies not being able to afford their staff anymore. The cost of goods is going up significantly and they can't justify raising prices because people won't pay for their services anymore, so they go out of business. And if you do make any money, you're getting taxed until you die. There is no point in running a business in a country like Canada. It's really sad to say. And it's always funny when people love to compare Canada to the US, like, oh, Canada is better, we have free healthcare. Yeah, first of all, try and go get that free healthcare. Good luck with that. You'll be on the phone waiting for hours to even speak to someone, and then they'll tell you, yeah, our next appointment is in 6 months from now. Yeah, fantastic. Great free healthcare that, by the way, you're paying for in taxes. And if you don't pay taxes to pay for your healthcare, well, you're just a moocher. So you're not watching this video, that's for sure. But anyway, people love to compare Canada and the US, okay? They love to think that we are the same thing, like we provide the same services, we have the same quality of life because we're so close to each other. But the reality is the quality of life is significantly different in these two countries. And to show you exactly that, let me show you another chart. Canadian standard of living plummets lower, approaching lost decade. Let's go and check this down below because people don't actually realize that, oh, we are not even close to the United States. And not only are we falling, but we are falling rapidly, okay? Until 2019 to 2020, we were basically on par with the US. Of course, COVID, everyone dipped. But after that, we recovered just like them. But then after this, in 2022, there was a shift, and that shift was downwards. We finally broke the trend of following the United States and went our own way, unfortunately downwards, not in the right way. And I mean, it all makes sense. Our quality of life goes down because businesses can't afford to do business here, and it's not making sense for them to do business here, and they can't be productive here anymore. And that's why a lot of businesses are leaving and a lot of businesses are shutting down. Literally, a lot of them are going bankrupt too. It's not just shutting down because, oh, I'm not making enough money, I'm going to shut down. A lot of them are going bankrupt. For years, they're making money and then no. Now you can't survive anymore. Look at this chart right here. Canada, down for 3 consecutive years straight. Okay, this is the labor productivity. Okay, 2020, okay, whatever. COVID, you get it, whatever. But after that, 2021, 2023, down. Like, there's no positive anything when you look at anything in regards to Canada. You see, instead of trying to stimulate business in Canada and trying to help business owners succeed, what they try to do instead is stimulate the housing market by propping it up, by creating so much supply and building a nation built on credit. If you look at people here in Canada, when they think about investing, they think real estate. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a property. Well, that's exactly why this country is so unproductive, because they're not trying to build businesses. They're trying to make money by buying real estate. And then this market just got propped up and is literally on average 2 times the price of United States real estate because there is no supply. They don't build anything here. They literally just bring in a ton of immigrants, let the housing market become a bubble, which bubbles bust eventually. This is another crazy thing, right? You would think that the housing market in Canada would bust, but the government is literally backing it. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, said this himself. I'm not just saying, oh, the government wants to retain the value of real estate. No, they've literally said this out loud. Okay, not in silence. They said housing needs to retain its value. It's a huge part of people's potential for retirement and future nest egg. Well, what about people's retirement funds? Well, no, it should be the real estate, according to Mr. Trudeau. And you see, the sad thing is, this was said over a week ago, and the opposing party, the Conservative Party, which, of course, if you don't know, Justin Trudeau is part of the Liberal Party, the opposing party, the Conservatives, said nothing about this. They said nothing about this. You would expect them to say something about this and try to clap back at Justin Trudeau, but no, they didn't say anything. Why? Because they also agree with this statement, which is really sad. Like, why is housing someone's retirement plan? Of course I understand that it should help them have a nest egg, but for that to be their retirement plan doesn't make any sense at all. And to go a step further, imagine all the young people that are making money and want to buy a house. Well, they're not going to be able to afford this. They're going to be renting for life. You know, it is what it is, but it's really bad. It's going to make a lot of people leave the country to go to another place where they can actually buy a house and build something for themselves. If that's the United States, then that's the United States. Now, moving forward to this, moving to other countries, right? Quality of life, extremely important. Now, Canada used to have one of the best qualities of life. People used to think, oh, I want to go live in Canada. I'm going to have such a fantastic life. I'm going to have good services, blah, 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 blah. This is no longer the case anymore. Canada is actually the equivalent, basically, of living in Israel. And you guys know what is going on with Israel. I'm not saying Israel is bad or good. Not getting political, but I'm just telling you, this is literally a fact, and let me show you what I'm talking about. In 2013, Canada was ranked number 5 in terms of quality of life. The only countries ahead of us was Switzerland, Germany, the United States, and Sweden. And of course, there was Canada right under. Now, with that being said, this is no longer the case. Canada has now dropped to number 33, just over Israel. That's how much the quality of life has declined in Canada. I mean, services aren't really available. They're available, but they're not really available. If you're Canadian, you know damn well how long it'll take to see a doctor or get a surgery or do whatever. And unfortunately, it really is showing, because in other countries, it's not like that. You know, some countries with high taxes, even some with higher taxes than Canada, have the exact same setup, right? They have free healthcare, free services. But the difference between those countries and Canada is that they actually have good services. Like, for example, if you're talking about Iceland, right? They have great social services. Canada, taking the same amount of money in taxes or more, does not have the same amount of services. Like, they have them, but trying getting it is a totally different story. Like, literally, some immigrants from war-torn countries come to Canada and then leave and go back to their war-torn country. Isn't that crazy? Here it is right here. Why some Ukrainians are choosing to leave Toronto. I'm gonna sum it up real quick here. High cost of living, missing their families, among reasons cited. The real reason is the cost of living. Like, they cannot live here. It's too expensive. It doesn't make sense for them. They rather go to a country that is literally at war with another country. Like, they literally land here. They think, oh, Canada, I made it. Let's go. But then they go to the grocery store and they are shocked by the prices in the grocery store. This person could only buy 2 packs of ramen because they were shocked by the grocery prices. And all this is one of the reasons why I chose to actually relocate from Canada to the UAE, specifically to Dubai. If you want to learn exactly how I did it, watch this video right here. And if you want to join my free newsletter where I talk about countries to move to, global taxes, how to pay 0% in taxes legally, then click the link down below and join my newsletter for free. And if you aren't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel, and I will see you guys all in the next video.